John Burry of Kenilworth. To put some context to the renewable energy that the Union County Improvement Authority has to come up with, there was a bond statement, official statement in 2016 that admitted that, it said due principally to the drop in SREC prices since the time the renewable energy bonds were issued. Renewable energy projects are not currently generating revenue sufficient to satisfy the company's lease payment obligations under the lease agreement in full, and therefore are not sufficient to pay the full amount of debt service on the renewable energy bonds. The county had appropriated in the 2015 budget sufficient monies to pay the entire $1.267 million principal and interest on the renewable energy bonds that was due on October 15, 2015. Pursuant to the county guarantee, the county was required to pay an amount of $960,000, then together with the $261 available monies on deposit. Basically, this was back in 15, and there have been payments that the Union County Improvement Authority has had to come up with, and it's going to be in October 15. With another probably very large payment, though this is not widely known. So they've been doing things like, there's communities, there's lots of things, but this $488,000 for a study, that's absolutely absurd. And a good chunk of it will have to be used to pay these bonds. If not, then the question, if Mr. Sullivan were here, I would ask him, is where is he coming up with the $1.2 million to pay that bond debt, which is going to be coming over and over again. Now, as far as your culpability in this thing, it was a stupid idea back in 2011. A lot of counties bought on. Morris County, Sussex, I mentioned. And Sussex went a step beyond. I mean, they lost $26 million on their bond thing. And then they hired Matthew Boxer, a former controller, to write a report as to why this happened. And they paid $500,000 for that report. And basically what it came up with was asserted that all county employees had acted in good faith despite not appearing to comprehend the risks posed by the project. And this was detailed. This was like $500,000 worth of detail. He went into backroom deals, and basically the freeholders in Sussex County just not knowing what they were doing, not reading the reports, just basically doing what they were told and that kind of thing. And that pretty much happened to a lot of counties, including theirs. So there's no, I think this should be more upfront. To have the Union County Improvement Authority come here, just make up stuff so they could take money and pay off this debt. That just doesn't make any sense. You should just default on the bonds. There should be some insurance on this thing anyway. And then just come right out with it rather than having to go through this every, well, I mean, they're going to have to think up more studies. Next year there's going to be another $500,000 or whatever they come up with to study whatever else they can study. And it's just getting ridiculous. I mean, you should just come out right there. And if anything, if Mr. Sullivan were here, and you probably should be asking, where is the $1.2 million coming from? If it's not coming from here, I mean, where are they getting it to pay the debt payment?